What's good, family? I'm back like I never left. You know what I'm saying? Something different today. I'm out in nature. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go out and get nature. I'm gonna hop right in. As you can see in the description, I'm talking about why stud for stud is looked down upon. Alright, let's get right into it because this is like a topic that people talk about a lot in the LGBT community because studs don't date studs. I know you see it. I know you see it. You know what I'm saying? Name a stud for stud couple that you know. I mean, I bet they're out there. I'm not saying they're not out there. They're probably out there. But it's super uncommon, right? So why is that? Well, the first reason I feel like it's uncommon is because I just feel like people care way too much what other people think, right? And I feel like it's low key looked down upon, like as if it's like gay or something, which is crazy because like we're already gay, you know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like that's the main number one reason is that people care too much what people think. You know what I'm saying? People think if they date another stud, they're gonna be looked down upon, or people are gonna call them out, or people are gonna think they're weird, or people are gonna think they're sassy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason. Thinking, care what other people think. Because I definitely feel like there's studs out here that would be interested in other studs. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason. My next reason, this was something mentioned to me in one of my comments, and I completely agree. And it's talking about heteronormativity, like being heteronormative or having hetero norms. Where what that means is like when you think of a heterosexual couple, it's okay, it's like a masculine man, feminine woman type of dynamic. That's heteronormative. And I feel like a lot of lesbian couples base their relationships off of a heteronormative model. Like we could see it. Like, for example, you see studs dating film. A lot of people would say that's a heteronormative. But when you say heteronormative, you gotta look at that word normative, right? That normative word is like, that's what people think is normal. And that's going back to kind of what I was talking about in my last point. Like, people are scared to not be considered normal. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they want to follow these hetero norms. But so heteronormative is, I feel like, a huge reason why there's no stud for stud, because people want to show off that dynamic of someone being more masculine and someone being more feminine, or someone being a man, quote unquote, and someone being a woman, right? So that's that heteronormative reason, and that's like explaining why I feel like homosexuals kind of model their relationships after that. Is because that's what's considered, quote unquote, normal, right? All right, and then going into my third reason, this is kind of not a negative reason. I feel like the first two were kind of negative, like people will look down on that type of thing. But for this one, I just feel like naturally studs are just more attracted to femmes, right? Like, and I'm gonna speak for myself, but like I'll see attractive studs all the time, right? And I know a stud is attractive. I can see a cute stud, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like actual sexual attraction, being that I'm a more masculine presenting person, I'm attracted to a more feminine presented person. And I just feel like that's the nature of it. Like, it's no like, oh, you're trying to force it or you're trying to fit into a box or a category. Like, I feel like that's just sometimes how energies work. And I kind of talked about this in my last video, so make sure you go tap into that, where I talked about misconceptions about studs, you know what I'm saying? But everything in life is energy, right? And females and males both have a mix of feminine and masculine energies, right? So if you're a person that has a more masculine presence, it's more likely that you will be attracted to somebody with a more feminine presence. Now, that's not always the case, but I just feel like that's more common, and it's like more abiding by laws of nature, the yin and the yang type of thing. So honestly, I'm gonna say, like, sometimes it is what it is. It's not a heteronormative. It's not studs trying to be something they're not. It's not them trying to fit into a category. It's just what they're attracted to. Like, if you're a masculine person, you might not be attracted to somebody that's as masculine or more masculine than you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Or maybe you will. You know what I'm saying? So that's a thing that I feel like should be explored by certain studs. Now me, I'm locked in, you know what I'm saying? I'm locked in with the films. And I'm not saying that will never be the case for me, but right now I'm locked in with the films. But I just definitely feel like it should be explored. Like, studs can have a imbalance in feminine and masculine as well, whereas it could work. Like, there could be a stud that's a lot more masculine, and they could date a stud that's a little less masculine, that's more on the feminine side, right? And that could still possibly work. But this video is basically just to, I guess, just to bring light to the situation, and to just like kind of talk about it, because it's like, I feel like it shouldn't be looked down upon. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people should live their lives, and I feel like people should be open-minded, and I feel like people should mind their fucking business, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? If it's not you, why are you worried about it? You know what I'm saying? If somebody wants to date a stud and they are a stud, why are you worried? Why are you looking at them weird? I feel like a lot of it comes from, all the points that I mentioned, but yeah, people just trying to make studs feel like they are men, or making them feel like they want to be men. So for example, this is kind of going back to the heteronormative. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in our culture, men are looked down on for being gay, or for being attracted to men, more than I feel like females are looked down on for being attracted to women. So I feel like that pours over into the lesbian side when it comes to stud, where it's now, okay, studs are looked down on for being with other studs, because they look at us as quote unquote men, and it's like, you can't be with another man / stud, you know what I'm saying? So it's that heteronormative, you know what I'm saying, culture pouring over into us, and y'all, we gotta stop it. We really do. We're supposed to be the ones that are out of the box. We're supposed to be the ones that are open-minded, that are free, that just live our lives how we are. And I feel like it's just getting to a point where lesbians in particular are like putting themselves back in boxes. Like, oh, you're a stud, you have to do this, this, and that. You're a STEM, you have to do this, this, and that. You're a femme, you have to do this, this, and that. Where it's like, that we've been untraditional from the start. Like, so why start putting ourselves in boxes now? Like, let people live their lives. Let them be who they want to be, type of thing, without us having to comment on it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna lie. 2 badass studs pop out on a stud for stud, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be some whole other shit, and y'all gonna be on some, oh, I like stud for stud, they're fine as hell. So like, I just feel like it comes down to like people having the confidence to live in their truth. You know what I'm saying? If you're attracted to studs, fuck what everybody else think. And I mean that with my full chest. You know what I'm saying? Live in your truth, be who you are. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we could make this a more open world and a more open community for the generations to follow us. You know what I'm saying? But like always, it's all love, family, peace, peace.